Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title "The Heavyweight Podcast" is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. What's good? This is the episode 95 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Studder McFly with these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for these beautiful people out here.
Mr. Kill the Grass I Am.
I already know. I ain't even gotta ask. It's your boy Mo Lethal.
And they call me Hunter.
How were your weeks?
Mr. Wendell, did you say a prayer or two for the grass?
Nah, man, I'm just tired. It's been one of those. But good. Happy anniversary. So happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Baby girl turned 4. So I've been busy. But good things, good busy. And tired as hell, but what's new? What else is new?
What's love?
You know, how much I got.
Backdrop there.
Yeah, it finally can come in my garage and not feel like I'm in a box. So move the TV back here. We'll see if I get to the woodwork stuff, but it's nice at the heavyweights.
How long are you growing this hair out?
I don't know if I can say the truth. A while till a phone call gets made.
Well, I mean, there should be no phone call with us living in Cali.
What are you implying?
Well, if you're talking about you can grow it out, they can't tell you anything in Cali.
Oh no, not like that. Not at work. Fuck no. I work at a progressive company.
He talking about his wife until his wife say, "Look here."
Nope.
That shit.
Nah, she's with it. She understands. I'll tell you off mic.
My week was cool. You know, some victories, took a lot of W's, took some L's, and but I'm here. You know, that's it. Nothing major happened. Yeah, that's it. I'm just preparing for Mother's Day. By the time you hear this, our Mother's Day passed. But you know,
oh man.
So I'm just preparing for Mother's Day.
What does that mean?
What, preparing for Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Because she asked for a fucking feast.
Gotcha.
So she wants me to oxtails, yams, greens, macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And then
You're gonna do the song too?
And no.
And
she also wants me to make a banana pudding. So my Sunday is
Name it?
No, I didn't name it. I'm trying to get the day off. I should outsource this shit.
Oh,
I mean, you could have tried to bid on extra work.
Yeah, I should have, because I went to Stater Brothers and oxtails are $10 a pound.
You could have got a 4 o'clock or
4 o'clock it's too late. I got time to cook.
She be eating by herself, huh?
So
you got a busy one.
Yeah. We'll get it done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, done. So.
I failed to get reservations for tomorrow, and I think I'm fucked.
I mean, you can always do Mother's Day like we do it.
Don't do shit.
I mean, I wake up, I say Happy Mother's Day, and that's it. End of it.
Go about the day.
Wow.
We actually make it a goal not to leave the house on Mother's Day.
It is terrible.
No.
I don't recommend. I don't recommend going to a restaurant on any holiday or holiday.
Well, we didn't do anything for our anniversary, so this is kind of part of that too. falls in a great.
Hey, sometimes you gotta understand. Sometimes we got to take these days off so we can have better ones in the future.
Well spoken. I like it, Mr. Yeah.
My week was a roller coaster.
Oh
No.
shit, it's different. Why was it a roller coaster? Do tell.
First off, I found out my dog is deaf now. My little pride and joy dog is deaf.
How
That
old is
hurt.
he?
13.
Yeah, he's old.
So
I mean, dogs can learn stuff though. I have
no,
a
I
deaf
know they
dog.
can. It's just, how do you say? He was one of those kind of dogs that the moment you call his name, he was there. He was always there, paying attention always. And he knew all. He was trained, dude. You never met him, but he knew his commands. He knew all that stuff. So it's just a readjustment, and I just feel sad for.
Oh, okay. You saying like he gone? I was like, what? We mean he
No,
knew his name?
no. It's just the fact that his whole world has changed, and he still kind of like pushes through because he doesn't really know, but I can see it. You know. So it's just something
I
I
will
deal
say
with.
this I have my dog went deaf like a couple years ago, and don't shit change. They just don't listen. That's
Yeah.
Right?
don't shit change.
Well, the thing I noticed the most is
Now they got an
And
excuse.
they don't hear themselves bark, and our dog barked, and I was like, this motherfucker.
no, he still barks. It's like he sees the other dog bark, so he barks. But the part
they
that
just
gets me the most
come
is
outside.
he sleeps a lot more now.
Oh, be prepared for that.
13. He's 13.
Well,
I,
no, I mean, ever since
I,
he lost his hearing, he sleeps more because he's not always listening.
He like Riggs. He like Riggs now.
you
Getting too
you
old for this shit.
you're at my house the other week. You saw what my dog do. All he do was lay down. He go from the shade to the sun, and that's his only walks. And he goes lay in the sun. Then when he gets hot, he comes lay in the shade. That's all he do.
No.
He do. But I think he's 15.
Yeah. And it's amazing how when your dogs change, how it affects you really so much.
Yeah.
So that was that. And then for a lack of words, I got into a accident at work, and then
Are you
I
okay?
had to deal with that. Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
fine
okay?
with that.
Was it
Yeah, I don't give a
traumatic?
shit about that.
Was it
Did you
traumatic?
fall?
Huh?
Did you fall?
No, in the tractor.
Oh, you hit something.
Yeah.
Or did they hit you?
I'm gonna say we mutually hit each other.
Mutually, huh?
Mutually.
That's why you didn't catch
Mutually
that?
hit each other.
I caught it. I'm just not gonna try anymore.
It was just a tongue slip. I know how to say mutual.
What?
Never mind. Nothing.
He said he know how to say it, but I don't think he said it right, even the
Nope.
second time.
Diversify your bonds. That's what he said.
So yeah, it was a roller coaster. We'll see how next week goes. Mutually respect each other. You know how we are on this podcast.
I like it.
Oh man,
I hope they go up. Nah, Stutter, how's your week?
Oh yeah, Stutter, what's your week, man?
Look at that box. That motherfucker did. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Anyway,
My bad.
the Lakers won.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lake Show.
They
Best
did
stock.
it.
Lake Show.
They dominated.
Can I
Even
just
though
say
there were
something real
some
quick?
times where I was worried.
Can I say something quick? The Clippers need to go back to San Diego.
Oh, I was going
Oh,
to
you
say
gotta
something
bring the
about the
Clippers up
Clippers
right
too.
now.
No,
We're in the
because
playoffs.
I saw something cool. I was on Facebook today. They said Russell Westbrook jerseys officially went on sale today.
Which ones?
The Clippers ones. That's awesome. I'm gonna buy like 9. I got
You know that they actually confirmed that they're him and Patrick Beverly actually will get rings if they win.
Yeah, because they're
real. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
No, they weren't.
It's
Whatever
a
you're gonna say, no, they weren't.
Russell was there.
It's a weird rule, but
No, they weren't.
It's the rule. I mean, they're not essential to the wins, but
yeah, because I watched a lot of those shots break.
Yeah, they weren't.
They went through the backboard.
Boom.
But
They
I
shouldn't.
digress. The rest of your week, sir. I'm sorry.
See, I'm doing it. Participation rings should not be a thing
It shouldn't, but
because they're not going to base your legacy on you. Kind of were there during the season, so you it's not going to help Russell when they're talking about the debates of best players, and he's like, "Oh, well, you get a ring. You got a
Nobody-
ring that year. No one's going to count that ring."
Nobody's gonna say world champion Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
No,
they're not
yes.
going to count that ring as
Yes,
your.
He is. He will.
Russell Westbrook. Yes. Champ is here. Like,
It's not going to count towards his legacy. That's all I'm saying.
oh no.
So,
But we all
Other
know
than that-
it's gonna end up in a glass case on his counter, though.
He gonna sell that shit.
yeah, the way he's going. That's about it, I guess. I was just excited about that. Also, the lingering thought that my kids actually enjoy Super Mario Brothers, which is something I grew up on, so it's kind of something I can share with them. So I'm excited about. I actually did buy that Switch.
That's what's up. Can we get
So
an update
it's
on my
something I
nephew?
can share with them. Huh?
Can we get an update on my nephew?
He's eating. If you want to send clothes, because he's growing out of everything. If you want to send clothes and diapers, it's more than welcome. Maybe we'll put in the description Zelle or something for you guys to send listeners. Anyway, that's my week. In a nutshell, we can go ahead and get into the festivities. First topic: will versus skill. Which one is more important, or do they have equal value?
Will versus skill.
I would
See that one?
I
Yeah,
would
go
say
ahead, go
Will.
ahead.
I would say Will has more value because Will can take you places skill cannot.
I'm gonna try to keep this serious,
but
I'm gonna I'm gonna use this as an example because I think they have a balance. If you're getting a willful blowjob from a woman,
oh my god,
where she is teasing you to death,
I was gonna say
you will see in that moment where skill plays an important role in you enjoying that blowjob. Because you're not going to look at her and go, "Look at that champ," and hit her on the chin and go, "Thank you for the attempt," because you're willfully trying. But I think skill has to play a balance to it too. Because there's,
I took the question as non-sexual.
I'm just saying, like I was using a particular example where there's a balance there, because you can willfully try and just do a horrible job.
If we're talking sexual, skill is always better than will. Because
I
skill
don't
will get it
know.
done quicker.
I even think if she's skillful but she's lazy about it,
that's tough though. Nah, I don't want to go in that conversation. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I'm not going in that.
It's an equal balance. It's definitely an equal balance. Because like you can apply that to shit. You could be willfully wanting to be good at driving and drive into a fucking wall.
Well, I was thinking Westbrook. You can take Westbrook for example, right?
No, he don't. He don't have skill or will.
Exactly. Doesn't he have will though?
No, he don't. He don't have shit. He just out there. He out there.
I think
let me
has to be a
take it
balance.
back. He has skill, but not skill to the level he thinks he has, and he has no will to make that skill better. That's why I feel will is
when he plays for teams, he has no willingness to know. Well, you have to adjust the way you play, right, in order to win. So yeah, I think there's a balance there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I think I don't know. I feel like skill has to hold more weight.
Well, okay, let's say 60-40 skill.
I guess
I could see that.
Yeah.
But
I also feel like the will to learn, the more will you have to learn, the more you develop the skill. So I feel
but you're gonna be developing skill.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
But if will is the driving force to developing that skill, wouldn't that mean the will?
But like we just said, well, Russell, if you have the will, but you're not trying to develop the skill, where does it matter?
Well, he has the skill without the will.
Let's say you're birthed with the will, or not the will, the skill. You know what I mean? You're birthed with the skill. And you're just we see those kids all the time, like in high school, like that were just
Athletic and shit.
gifted at athletes, and you're like, man, you could be so much better if you just practiced.
And you have the will to develop that skill to be
Yeah.
better.
But you're developing the skill. So I feel like the skill is more better. It's better, not more better. Because you could get somebody determined against somebody who's supremely skilled, and they're
There's some
probably going to win.
rappers out there. Don't mean they're good.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
You said a lot of
They can put out a lot of content. They can put out a lot of content, but if they're not trying to get better at rapping,
You want me to name some names?
go ahead.
French Montana.
All right, is he a rapper?
Yeah.
He is.
I don't know what he does. I just know he has songs, but I don't even hear him rap on the song. He's there,
Young Thug.
and then it'll be like featuring, and then they rap on the song. He's kind of like DJ Khaled, like
another one,
where he's there and you hear him say like a hook, but he's not rapping on the song. He's
well, at least DJ Khaled don't even try to do that part. He's like, oh, I don't do any of that.
He just says another one.
I don't understand how Khaled is booking shows.
You played yourself
and performing. Like, sir, none of these words are yours. Why are you performing?
Yeah, they'll be like DJ Khaled featuring, and you like, so what does DJ Khaled do on the song? Another one. You played yourself.
But maybe that's part of it too.
They don't want me to have another anthem, so I went and got another anthem.
That's a good balance because he gets people together. Like,
so
that's probably not an easy thing.
But Puff doesn't say
that's the skill.
Skill is him getting
that's what
popular artists together.
But he has to.
But he has
determination to do it.
Actually, try to rap himself.
No, but he has the will to get those people to. I'm sure to get Jay-Z is not an easy thing. So you're like, nigga, I got to call like 35 times today. there's nothing else I can do.
I'm saying Puff does the same thing, but he doesn't say Puff featuring.
Yeah, watch when they have these verses. How many songs Puff might have up there where you're like, nigga. Puff
got a lot.
Oh, he got a lot of songs.
But he outsources all his writing.
It don't matter. Yes. They give him the credit.
You saying DJ Khaled can't do that?
He could, but he's not.
Drake want to hear that. Shit. He might not know how to ride a beat.
did you guys see that clip where somebody asked,
does Blueface?
Blueface needs to stop rapping. He's one of the people.
Skill versus will.
Did you guys see the clip where I think my wife was telling me that someone asked DJ Khaled, he said, "But we don't see you losing weight," and his response was, "That's because I don't take L's."
I
said,
"What?"
You know what?
Doesn't apply in that situation, sir.
You know what?
I don't know what you're talking.
I'm chalking that. Well played.
L's to what? Does he feel like it's a loss to refuse food?
Right.
No, the weight is the loss.
Because you know how he's always posting his workout videos and shit, right?
Yeah.
So they asked him like, "But we don't see you losing weight," and he said, "Because I don't take L's, so I don't lose." I don't know what he meant by that, but I said I don't think that's how it works, player. I don't know. That shit was weird to me.
We'll see the L's lost when he starts losing limbs.
Damn.
Talking about missing a foot, missing a leg.
Wouldn't that be a double L?
L to diabetes.
Would that be a double L?
We'll see where he takes the L. Shit.
No, he just started taking that shot now.
Oh man.
No problem.
All right, let's move on.
He's gonna be taking random naps. Another one.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, let's so we just agreed to balance.
That was it.
I'm not trying to fat shame anyone either. I'm just saying, nigga.
I mean, I'm fat. I don't care about that.
That was a tangent right there.
All right, so we're gonna keep it going with the. Okay, so we're gonna do a new segment called "Am I Tripping?" Fuck it, let's try it. All right, throw it out in the ring. We're gonna go around, and everyone's gonna have an "Am I Tripping?" moment. Hunter, you start.
Damn. You know, I really don't know what to say. I have okay. I'll take this one. Am I tripping? No, I got it. Well, when I be honest and truthful right here for everybody hearing it, I was kind of, we'll do it. But Am I tripping that if I go to your destination wedding that I still got to bring you a gift?
No, you're not tripping. Me personally, I don't know. Now,
No.
wait, hold on. I say it depends. If
What?
they're
Yeah.
if they're paying for you to get there, yeah, you better bring a gift. But if you got to pay to get there, nah, I ain't. I'm not bringing a gift. Tim. I'm not bringing a gift.
That is 100% valid.
I'm not bringing a
You
gift.
know,
My,
but a lot
I
of
didn't even
people,
think,
my
in
presence
my
is
head,
special.
I didn't think of anybody flying me out nowhere. So
Yeah, you're not tripping.
you know,
but no,
yeah.
absolutely not.
Mm.
Unless you got it. If you got
Yeah, I can
it,
see
you guys
that.
are all
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You're like, nigga,
Like
that
if
flight
if
cost
they're a
nothing.
really close friend, you're whatever, longtime friend, and you got the extra funds to throw it that way. Yeah, I can see that. You know, but I mean, for the most part, no. But people expect you to do that, though. You know.
So no one disagrees that you're not tripping.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Oops.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Kevin,
So Kevin,
Kevin?
what's your am I tripping?
I told y'all. I think in my tripping that every place you go to, every place that any type of service asks for a tip.
Not tripping.
Like, do I have to? I'm not giving you a tip. Like for no.
I just
I'm
think
not.
now they have the base mentality. Where's the tip? Even when they don't do tip service.
Yeah.
I'm not getting you a tip if we picking up some boba. We went to Dunkin'. I'm not giving you a tip for this coffee. I'm not tipping people at Starbucks. Just your job is to make. You did not serve me. You performed your job duties. I'm not tipping. I'm
There's the
not sitting
difference right
down.
there. There's the difference. The serving part.
You're not
Even
serving me.
even then, like when we went to like Denny's or stuff like that, and then you have to keep asking for like water.
Oh no. Didn't know. That night, sir, I didn't want to pay my bill, let alone tip.
Oh yeah. That's a different thing. I think. Hell no, bad service.
That's bad
I
service.
still tend to tip, but I don't tip better. It's
Oh, you better than me.
what is it?
Because
What
I
was
mean,
the
if you
place
got to
I
ask
went to?
them to do their job, how the fuck do they deserve a tip?
Well, it's tough for me in that regard. It depends on certain things. Like I don't like people at my table all the fucking time. Like some people are overbearing where they're like, "Hey, do you need someone?" Like I'll ask you for water. Like I'm one of those like that. But I get the
Shit.
I get the staying back a little bit.
But when you
sometimes.
have to ask repeatedly and then you still don't end up getting it, that's a problem.
I rather prefer it when they are at random at times. You be like, you didn't even realize your water was low, and they just pour it, and you come back. You're like, oh damn, that's good. They're good.
Let me
Oh,
tell
they're
you
good.
this.
Like,
You see, that's a good server though. A server should be able to walk by stations and look at other
Right.
people's tables and drinks and get a clue about where their drink is at and be like, okay, let me top them up.
Back when me and my wife lived in the hood, and I had just started driving, and we were going to Applebee's like twice a week, right? But we had a server that we set in her area every time because she was spot on. Like our drinks, well, by the time they got below 2/3, here she was coming. Like she was on it, and I would tip her well every time. And that's the kind of, that type of service for me personally deserves the tip. But I'm like if I have to go hunt you down, if I have to get out my seat to go get a nap in myself, or
That's
like
crazy.
I'm not tipping you because you're basically only doing the functions of your job, and you're not providing me any service. You literally took my order, which that's what you're supposed to do. From this point on, if I'm doing all the work myself, I'm not tipping you. So the tip, when it comes to waitresses and waiters like that, the tip directly reflects your service. But some people are just nice and no tip you anyway because the establishment. But I'm not that person.
I like the European style of shit. They just don't bug you, and you got to tell them. Like they're dedicated. Like they won't be by your table, but they like kind of stand away.
You love New
And
York.
they, I mean, yes, so yeah, so they leave you alone.
New York, they don't bother you. They sit you down, and you got to put your hand up. They come over there, and then they don't bother you again unless you put your hand up.
I kind of like that.
I picture like DMX voice. What's good, fam? You like, oh, I was just wondering if I can get some more bread at table 3.
Want some more bread? Bring them some
bread. This guy wants some more bread. You like, oh shit, like
But I mean, to your point, Kevin, I've actually seen them talk about putting a tip on the self checkouts at grocery stores and stores like that.
How, you tipping yourself? Like what?
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Look, see,
Right.
you triggering me because I went to fucking Target yesterday off of Day Street, right? Because that's where we were over there after we dropped our gymnastics, and I said I just wanted to get beef broth. I need some beef broth for the oxtails, and I said the line, all the self checkout lines were like damaged to the back of the store, and they had one register open. And I said, this is why motherfuckers steal. Because I don't have this is not a convenience to me.
Mhm.
I'm not finna spend $20 in here for 2 boxes of goddamn beef broth. Fuck Target, man. And then the shit locked up like Walmart. Man, fuck this shit. I said, this is why I shop on Amazon. This is why these motherfuckers go out of business. Fuck this. This ain't convenient. Shit.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna talk
But
about
yeah.
tipping, and you just mad at Target.
But no, like I said, the tipping is getting out of hand. I mean, there's also now the saying that you should tip your landlords. You should tip.
Wait, time the fuck out. What? That's not real. That's not real.
No, that is actually a thing that's
Let
going
me tell
on
my
right
wife because
now.
I'm her landlord.
Yeah, that is going around. That you know, it is getting to that point where, like you said, everybody wants a tip nowadays, even though they don't really provide anything for you or do anything.
I also feel like if you go to any type of establishment where you pay, receive, and you don't sit down, you shouldn't tip.
Yeah.
What if you just give her the tip?
That's different. Because that's not if it's that type of transaction, then you do what you do.
But like you said, the big difference is if you're serving me or not. That's where I draw the line. If you're not serving me,
Fucking Kevin's face.
But McFly says you're serving her with a tip. That's what he's saying.
He's shit. Okay. What's your am I tripping moment, Morris?
Am I tripping? Are Prius drivers the worst drivers?
I thought BMWs were.
No,
I was always a BMW, or then that guy in the Acura that night, every night.
That's just that one guy that was out for you.
I think you're tripping.
I'm tripping.
I think it's just popular to say, but I feel like
no,
the worst drivers I see are in the buckets.
Nah.
No, those are the most reckless drivers.
That's bad. Yeah.
Those are the most reckless
Teslas are cocky as shit.
Niggas just come over with no blinker.
Tesla drivers are irritating.
Mm-hmm.
I might give them. See, they might be the worst to me. They might be the worst.
They're not really driving. They doing this shit. They on their phone and looking up occasionally.
I love
Tesla
cutting
drivers
them off. I love cutting them off because that car slams on the brakes.
Well, that's what my car does too, and I don't like it. So please don't do that to me. But you know what I do? My car sprays water. If I choose to push a button to spray water, so I get in front of Teslas and I shit on them.
You know what I love about when people do that? I'm like, do you really think it bothers me? It's going to dry up. It's windshield washer fluid. If you don't,
it's not. It's out of my exhaust, brother. Hydrogen.
Okay, then.
He literally shits the cars.
It's literally just
water. It's just pissing water.
Yeah, but they're getting Prius drivers are getting better. I've seen them doing like 95, 100.
I literally was behind this motherfucking Prius in front of me was doing 35 on the freeway.
Okay, that would piss me off.
I said, what the fuck are we doing here?
Were they old?
No, I thought it was a woman. It was a woman.
Why do we give old people a pass?
Because they built the fucking freeways. Okay, because they built the freeways.
Nigga, you want that pass? You approaching that age when you get the pass? Calm down.
Don't take it.
No.
Don't try to revoke that.
All of us on this podcast, I'm the fastest driver out of all of us.
Yeah, but you about to get that pass. We're not talking about the fastest driver. We're talking about the pass.
That's not the flex you think it is.
Fast doesn't make you good.
I'm good too, though.
Don't say that to me like that again. Like that came out so wrong. I'm good too, though.
Alrighty. I guess my am I tripping situation is, am I tripping Or it's just because we have the platform to share our opinions doesn't mean we should all share our opinions.
I think you're tripping. Share your opinion.
So you're telling me when you go on TikTok or Facebook or IG and you see these random people sharing opinions of some of the most random shit, you think that just because you have the ability to share it, it should be shared?
Yes, because I have the ability to scroll right by that shit.
Nah, it's a yes and no for me.
No.
We don't want to hear that shit sometimes, but sometimes some of these opinions are so dumb that you're like, I gotta scroll back and listen to that shit again.
You know how much time I've lost coming across some shit where you thought it was going to be informative and was just like, what the fuck was that?
What did I just watch?
I get it.
Like that video I shared on Facebook where it was some random metrosexual guy just dancing. And he was just dancing to dance, and then there was a black guy that followed suit. I can't get those 3 minutes back. I just didn't know what the fuck was going on.
They were just,
Again, I say.
in the moment, I guess. But they set up lighting and shit for that probably.
Yeah, but it's like I didn't get the real purpose of it. That's why I was kind of like, well, where is this going? And then but there's other stuff too, like serious stuff where people seriously share their opinions, and it'll be on some serious shit, and it's not really that serious to anyone else. But when you see how serious they are and angry they are about those situations, you go, I get that, that this is open for us to share our opinions, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to share those opinions. Like the lady that was ranting about the people that back their cars and having no clue reason why people back their cars has nothing to do with showing off.
With me is I'm okay with it if it helps you relax or get that off your chest. If you need to vent, like there you go. If you need to vent something and you need to say it, and it helps you feel better, then I'm all for it. The ones I hate is the ones that make no sense to nobody. They just randomly say something and you're like, bro, what the hell did you mean by that?
What if it makes them feel better?
But I mean, no, I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. People will just literally say some weird stuff that's like, doesn't mean nothing,
Mm-hmm.
And to go back, Kevin, there was a lady that vented about how she will sit in parking lots and watch someone back a car, and she was so angry by it, and she was like, "Are they trying to show off? Are they doing it?" And that's why I had a post where I had to retort it just because I was like, "Is it really that complicated to understand why people back their cars?" Like if you understand and you, especially with our job, you kind of get the idea and the benefit of backing a car because especially in crowded parking lots, you give yourself more visibility when leaving parking lots when you back first.
I'm trying to get hit, though.
Because if you're in a crowded parking lot and there's a little kid walking there, you have a lot more visibility to see them walking. If they suddenly dart out to stop, if you can visibly see them ahead, as opposed to backing and having all these blind spots around you. So, but it's wild to me that the automatic instinct is, oh, they're showing off, or they're taking up too much time, or they're really trying to make it faster for themselves. And it's like, is that the automatic reason why you think people back?
I used to always say it, Fast and Furious. Just remember the movie that all the niggas just. But no, I didn't think it was that. But that's funny.
I'm back in everywhere but the grocery store.
Why? That's weird.
Yeah, you have to load up your groceries there.
Because how you have to load the groceries. I don't want to push the cart in between cars to load groceries.
Like when you're when you're coming out of the store and you're going to your car, if you're backed into a spot, more than likely you won't be able to get to your.
Next time you go to Sam's Club, Kevin, back in.
I don't back in normally, so I guess I didn't even think about that.
No, next time you go to Sam's Club, back in, and then tell me how long it take you to load that shit up.
Sam's Club ain't Stater Brothers.
Okay, Stater Brothers, nigga, anywhere, back in, and tell me how long. And then,
I do a lot of little trips.
Oh, see, no. we do bi-weekly big trips over here, so we gotta pull
that makes sense. I didn't even think about that. I just because I'm not used to backing in too often. Like I'll back in if it's like a spot where I'm like, oh man, this is tight. I'm not trying to like walk through the cars like this, but
I back in everywhere. I back in 99% of the time, even when getting groceries.
Yeah.
Kevin,
You know,
you'll never just take that truck and double park.
it's a lot
I feel like
safer.
ain't nobody gonna mess with you because they gonna feel like they gonna not associate that that's your truck at first.
But it's a lot safer to do it that way in a lot of instances. But people don't think that way. The automatic reasoning behind most things now is you're doing it to flex on someone. You're doing it to for this reason, and you're like, that's wild that you would think that. Like one of our coworkers who responded to that and told me, he was like, yeah, I went to the beach and they at Newport and they cited him for backing. And I said, they cited you for backing. He said, yeah, they said you're not supposed to back. I said, where does it say you're not allowed to back?
That's crazy.
Yeah, some of
I
the
will say
I've heard
this.
that.
I did flex when I had that trailer and I went to Home Depot and I backed the trailer into the parking spot. That was a flex. I did that just to flex. I could have
But
pulled
that's
over.
a horse trailer, like, because that's an actual skill that you have to acquire. Like, as far as not the average person, not gonna know how to back a horse trailer because everything's opposite.
Yeah, to what you're saying, Maurice, but Andy, is when you have an angled parking spot, they don't like you to back in certain places when you're angled.
Oh, I can see that because
Mhm.
you're pulling out into traffic. You're pulling straight into traffic. I
Yeah,
can see that.
yeah, it's usually when you're angled, they don't like when you do that. Even when the shit's angled, I still back in. You know,
I
like I
mean, I
said,
said it gives you more visibility, but
we're used to it. Just used to it with us, and people don't take that into account either. You know, not
but
everybody has the same lifestyle.
because
It's
like,
one of those things, like, because they fucking wanted to. Like, they the fuck out their business. But
Kevin,
that
you know damn well the one thing people in this country do not do is mind their own fucking business. That's the
but that's
one
my
thing they
point
don't do.
with the whole am I tripping thing with the internet is I get that we have an open platform to share our opinions, but a lot of the opinions shared tend to be on like a hatred spew, negativity throw something thing as opposed to understanding like, yeah, you might have different views of opinions, but just sharing random, I don't know. But yeah, that was my am I tripping? So
none of us
And I would say this to everybody who's listening to us: if you have any "Am I tripping?" questions, please send them to us. Let us know, and we will gladly answer them for you here.
But shiggity.
Can I do another one? Can I do another one?
Yeah, go
what
ahead.
another am I
And
tripping?
another one.
Yeah. Am I tripping, or did they say Chris Brown lumped up Usher?
Has that been confirmed? Because I keep
I
seeing
don't know.
everyone keeps saying it, but I haven't seen it like actually confirmed from either
Yeah,
side.
that's like the weirdest story in the world. I'm like, Usher, that's the wrong one. Like, why would you fight Usher? You can't even get no stripes from that.
I thought you were gonna say punches, like because he dodges them with dance moves.
You know that.
He said he dodged him with dance moves.
But
These are my confessions.
I guess we'll keep it moving.
Push, push, kick.
This one's the next one is since Mother's Day is approaching, what is the fondest memory of your mother?
The fondest. See, I've been trying to think of this.
Thank you. I thought I'd be the only one without something.
Well, you guys start. Let me.
Well,
try to think
actually,
of
I have two answers because I have my grandmother raised me, so and Doc, that's my okay. So for my biological mother, my fondest memory is when she took me to the circus, and how happy that really made me. I think I was maybe 8 or 9. That was my first, and then like she was like, well, I don't think she listens. So I'll just she was like fresh out of rehab, and she wanted to do something nice for us. Me and my sister, we went to the circus, and like that was like you know one memory, like one fond memory I have of it was just a day of pure happiness, pure joy. Um, and then I think for my grandmother, my fondest memory of her is the first time I heard her cuss because I didn't think she cussed, and how much I laughed.
That's funny. That's shocking.
I said, yes. Now I think about it, I said she must have been really mad.
What was the word?
She said nigga first, which she hardly ever
Oh,
said first. It was more of a phrase, you know. It was more of a nigga, if you don't sit your damn ass. And I said, ooh, I've never heard this from. So that's one of the great that and there was one time I was out in the garage with my grandfather and we were doing something, and then she came outside and she starts like complaining. And my grandfather, he normally didn't say much, but he looked at her dead in the face and said, "Woman, get in there and make me something to eat." And she stopped and turned around and walked in. I said, "Damn." I said, so my grandfather was a man of few words, but when he talked, people listened. So those are like just my couple ones.
Those are good ones. That's funny though. I love the phrase "damn ass." That's one of my favorites. If you don't sit your damn ass.
That's some old right there.
I think one of them is more recent. I guess that's just like in general with my mom. But at my wedding, like I like watching that video too. Dancing when I was dancing with her, just seeing my mom dance and like just break out because she's like quiet a lot to reserved, and like whenever I see her dancing and having fun, laughing, like it's funny watching her drink because she's not a drinker, but she has her Fireball, so she has a little sip of Fireball, she gets to talking. So that's fun. I like seeing that. Like just her cutting loose because she's just such a serious worker. So that's one of my fondest. And that's how it was Kanye West. That was some good Kanye West then, but we lost that boy.
Long time ago.
Well, that's because they say because he lost his mama too, though. So
yeah, maybe so.
That's where I feel like he disconnected.
Yeah.
I felt born then though. So.
Hunter, you got your memory?
Actually, no.
I guess I'll jump in. My fondest memory of my mom was it's just weird because I think it's always later in life when trying to do better in her life after she's gotten clean. Was it's just gonna be random, but when she tried to pronounce Andreas's name, she called him Adidas. And I could tell the sincerity in her voice because everyone looked at her and said, "You mean Andreas?" And she was like, "Yeah, ain't that what I said?" I said, "No, that's not what you said at all." But she was so honest in her. It didn't come from a malice place. She just thought she was trying to remember how to say his name, and she said Adidas. I said, "You mean Andreas?" Like, yeah.
Hey, it started with it. It started. It's got the right start.
She had the right first letter and the right last letter. It was just the ones.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't mad at your mama.
Of course,
I ain't mad at
you. Don't say shit right.
I totally get where your mama was coming from.
You don't say nothing right. I can see why you wouldn't be mad at it. Can you be in the same situation?
That's good stuff.
No, I mean, I wish I had more memories. It sucks that I really don't, but I chalk it up to losing my mom at an early age and just, you kind of, when you don't have nobody to recollect back on, or they don't kind of push their way to the front more often, you just kind of forget them. Most of my memories I have of my mom are when she was going downhill versus when she was around and happy. So, I think back on things, but it's just kind of all I can ever think back on is my mom just yelling at me.
I'm pretty sure your ass
deserved it. I was gonna say, did you warrant the yelling?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Matter of fact, I guarantee he deserved it.
Most of the stories you've told us, yes, I can see.
She was justified. You surprised?
Well, I guess now that you say it, I guess my fondest memory of my mom is her whipping me in the front yard and people driving by honking the horn.
Damn.
Like in cheering or like in like contesting, like what?
What do you?
Were they cheering? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
they were cheering.
Yeah. It was the honk the horn like beat his ass. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
You got to remember this was in the 40s.
No, motherfucker. It was in the 80s. You know. And if it was the 40s, I look damn good for my age, bro. Damn good.
What did you do?
Touche.
You got now. You gotta tell us what
That
you
is
did.
a good one. That is a good. That's an ass
that
whooping.
was-
They couldn't wait to get in the house.
What did you do that you got? Because I have one cousin get his ass beat in the front yard, and we know exactly what he did. What did you do to get that she didn't take you in the
that was
house?
the time I broke into somebody's house and she found out.
Yeah. You're supposed to get your ass
See,
whooped.
when you say these stories, come on.
Yeah, you're supposed to get your ass whooped in the street.
And you know why, Kevin? Because he did the crime in the streets. So wherever you act up is where you get.
Yeah, I don't remember how it got back to her, but it got back to her, and she just turned around and started whipping my ass right there in the yard. So
Yeah.
like I said, most of my memories now all come from her hitting me somewhere.
That's a good memory. That means because in that instance, you deserved it, but she gave a damn enough about you to let you know her
Whip your ass right there.
Yeah,
I remember
Don't you do that.
I think I was like 13, and my mom like she squared up and then like gave me like a 2-piece in the chest, and I just kind of like shook it off, and she looked at me, she's like, "All right, I'm gonna tell you, Grandpa beat your ass." I said, "No, that shit hurt."
With that being said, this has been episode 95 of the Heavyweight Podcast. One more time, state your name for the beautiful people.
Oh, I killed the grass. I am. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's your boy Molito.
And they call me Hunter.
Happy Mother's Day. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
If you can, say thank you to your mothers. If you can't, just have a memory about them. So, till next time, this is Studder McFly checking out. Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.